Hello everybody, my name is Hunter Oni, and today I'm going to show you how to make a fire, accelerants to help start it, what's good and bad, history, its importance to me, accelerants to use, and just a little bit of everything about it. So to start off, I'm going to show you what I'm working with. We have a lot of scrap on it right now just for this project. Just finished rebuilding some inside cabinets and stuff, so that's out here. Cardboard is a big help to help start fires. Any cardboard. Right now I have a Dr. Pepper's box, some pizza boxes, I have a chip box thing. So basically what that's for, I'm going to show you too. It's very hard. So as an example, right here, I'm just gonna try to light this and talk to you about it. So it's very hard just to light something on fire without something helping it. It's gonna take a while for you to just sit there and light wood. It's just gonna take a long time. So to speed up that process, there are things like cardboard boxes, wood like this, and maybe a cushion, and accelerants like gas. Today, for my example, since gas is expensive, I'm going to be using brake cleaner. It's very flammable. When making these things and you're using accelerants that are very flammable, you want to be very careful because a lot can go wrong very fast. But anyway, I'm going to get and show you some different types of wood and what will burn quickly than others. So right here, as you see, this is going to take a little while to I'll just use this instead. This is a big old log, and it's going to take a minute for it to burn, or for it to start going. And wood like this will start in seconds. That's a great piece of starter wood to go with. Twigs, you want twigs, stuff like that. But the bigger logs, you want to kind of stay away from it, at least when you're starting off your fire, because it's just going to take a lot longer to burn. And to get your fire going, you want to use stuff like this. And also you want to be in a controlled area. Okay, you want to be in a controlled area. I'm going to show you. Got cut off there, but I'm going to show you. This is a fire pit. It's very scattered around because it's just a kind of a mess right now. We burned a lot recently. You want a controlled area because, this back here, you light that on fire, or you want to start something in there, you'll be in handcuffs in the next 24 hours. I don't know, but you'll get in a lot of trouble for that. Because that's where forest fires start, or woods. Bad stuff is going to happen. So I'm going to start off by showing you. Today I'm going to show you two different ways. And let's start off with the cardboard. Okay, so cardboard just like this. You're going to take it. And usually I'm going to rip it up, but I don't have nothing to hold my phone. So I'm just going to do this an easier way. Just by lighting the cardboard. Actually, I'm gonna rip it up. All right, so I ripped a few pieces up. I put some in there and some around where I'm gonna start the fire at. And so pop that right there. So you just take a small piece of cardboard. Whenever this catches, so it's all easier doing inside the box. So whenever this catches, you just want to put it in there. The whole box will be on fire in seconds. It's really good. Okay, so while that's going, box will be on fire in a second, and I'll get back to that. So while that's going, I'm gonna tell you the importance to me and some of the history. So some of the history is fire was first kind of invented or struck 1.5 million years ago by cavemen, and they used it for heat, cooking, things like that, and it's still used today. Like everywhere you go, fire is still a big part of the world, and it always has been, and I believe it always will. So the importance to me is I go camping a lot, and when I do go camping, it's nice to have a fire, sit around with friends, sit around with friends, like having a fire, talking, keeping heat. Late nights, it's just always good to have a fire. You can cook s'mores, hot dogs, anything you want. So that's the importance to me. And this is started, so I'm gonna kind of get it started, and then I'll show you what to do. Okay, so now that we kind of have this started, you see what I did with the pizza box there? I have an accelerant. It's starting to rain, and this is really starting to make me mad. Usually it's a lot easier, but this stuff's starting to get wet. But as you can see, we're about to take off here. You can see that. So what I'm doing here, I'm trying not to suffocate the fire and letting it breathe. So with these pizza boxes on how I have them, I'm just gonna keep gravitating toward the wood, and that's gonna catch. Okay. And that'll end up catching. All right. This is me recording. So this stuff's gonna end up catching. Now on the other side of the fire, I'm gonna use an accelerant, and I'm gonna show you what an accelerant really does. So on that side, you can see we got it going, it's starting to catch on the wood. So now I'm gonna show you what an accelerant does. And today, gas is usually the best thing to use, or you could use, gas is pretty good. So today I have brake cleaner because gas is expensive. We don't have any right now that's not already filled up. So you're gonna wanna rip the cardboard box up, like I said earlier, and just put it inside. This is brake cleaner. So you're just gonna wanna spray it a little bit. Now it's very flammable, so I'm gonna try to do this one way. So how am I gonna do this? It's very flammable, so you do not want to just go up there and light it. I mean, unless you have a long lighter, but even then it's kind of scary. So I'm gonna flame torcher, or whatever that's called. So I'm just gonna hold it like this and then spray. And then that'll catch that on fire. And then you kind of, it looks like it went out, but it didn't. You kind of just keep spraying that. Gas would be a lot easier and it burns a lot longer, but you kind of just keep spraying that until it catches. I'm gonna spray it over there, whatever gets stuff caught. But yeah, sooner or later, like the box is going, the trees are getting ready to get caught. Some more importance or history. Fire is a natural element, and we'll never stop using it. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how to start a fire. All right, and here's some things I left out. You don't want to burn plastic. Plastic can give you cancer, especially if you burn it. It won't directly, it'll obviously take a while, but the stuff you breathe in, like the smoke that you breathe in while you're burning plastic, is toxic. And then there's a couple other things, but it's the main one. All right, and here's some things I left out. You don't want to burn plastic. Plastic can give you cancer, especially if you burn it. It won't directly, it'll obviously take a while, but the stuff you breathe in, like the smoke that you breathe in while you're burning plastic, is toxic. And then there's a couple other things, but it's the main one.